I think it's safe to rest here now.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman, and this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
one will be difficult to predict.
I'm not done! Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Sonic thrust!
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
Resonate with the earth! Got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Here's evil!
Escape! Demon Blast! One more! Resonate with the earth! You're mine!
Glacial spear! Here's
Demon
evil!
Fang!
This one's
Here I come! I'm not done! Demon Fang!
You're going pretty hard in this battle.
I am not usually given great strength.
It's over!
Sometimes I believe you're stronger than you let on.
Only the best materials in your garments.
You really do have quite the discerning eye, Dohalim.
Yeah, they all kind of look the same to me.
It'll take more than that to break my shield.
Dependable to the last.
Demon Fang! Sonic thrust!
Here's evil!
Pierce through! Sonic thrust!
Airborne beast. My
Pierce
best.
through! Sonic thrust!
Flying free. Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
All yours, Kisara.
Looks like it could be worth something.
All right. There's nowhere to run from my heart.
When he slows down, that's our chance!
Leave the agile ones to me.
Take this! It's over!
Time to complete fire.
Sonic thrust!
Rotating pile driver.
I'm not done! One more!
Tiger blade.
Prepare to be sealed, though. Actually, that sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more
It's
doing.
over! I'm gone!
In a bind.
Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Pierce through!
Rotating pile driver.
Sonic thrust!
One more!
You're mine!
No further.
You're mine!
This one's
Strike!
mine.
Begin!
Burning strike! Water!
Gotcha! You're mine!
Take
Sonic
this.
thrust!
No further.
You're finished!
Hook shot.
Make it ready!
All yours, Kisara.
We did it.
My turn!
Magnificently done.
Front!
Make it ready.
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Dan in history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
I sense a strange power from this. This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
Coming through!
It's like trying to keep up with a wall!
Here I come!
Get behind me! In a bind?
I'm not done! You're finished!
Water! That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Armor won't save you! Confiscated! It's time to play! Where are you going?
Rising Falcon! Sonic Thrust!
Easy, Mary.
In an instant! Impact Block! We work well together.
Finally time for
You're mine!
Far enough!
I'm not
I
done!
think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over.
Who said anything about letting off?
Pierce through! Shield!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday.
An opponent like this should be easy. Blasting Burn!
Radiant Blow!
Sonic Thrust! Pierce through!
With the earth!
Sonic Thrust! Pierce through!
This one's mine!
Sonic Thrust! Pierce through!
Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Sonic Thrust! Pierce through! Sonic Thrust! Pierce through!
Hard steel!
Sonic Thrust! Demon Fang!
Here!
Take
Well,
this!
we're on the home stretch
Stay
now.
calm. Don't shoot your eyes
Provide
off the prize.
assistance!
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Tiger Blade! Pierce through! Sonic Thrust! Pierce through!
Here!
Sonic Thrust! Pierce I'm through! Ready! Doubling! In an instant! Impact Block!
That's a pretty fancy skill there.
All the better to protect you with, my dear.
Then I'll leave the front line to you. It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Oh yeah. We used to run up and down these slopes all the time for our training exercises.
Damn. You weren't messing around.
That's far enough!
Here I come! No escape!
Not on my watch! On shield!
You picked the wrong fight!
I'll heal
Pierce
you!
through!
It's a duel of the arts!
Sonic thrust!
This one's mine!
Pierce through! I'm ready! Totally! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
You're finished!
I think the enemy's getting desperate.
Got them where we want them.
Don't tip your hand, though. Good to know my training's paying off.
And what, pray tell, does this training of yours entail?
Why? Interested in joining me?
Out of our way!
Take this!
Mega
Pierce
ray!
through!
Don't mind if I do!
Begin! It's over! Sonic thrust! Pierce
Let the
through!
marksman handle
Sonic
this!
thrust! Pierce through! Sonic thrust!
Make your
One's
way!
over.
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! Think we overdid it? Right here! I got you!
No
Not by a
escape.
long shot!
It's over! Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Pierce through!
Switch away!
Sonic thrust! Pierce through!
Our next are coming through!
Pierce through!
Look sharp!
I'm not done!
Look sharp! I'm
Leave
ready!
the enemy's arc to me! Where are you going?
No place here!
So I still had room to grow.
Get lost!
You're mine!
Can't get out of this!
Strike!
You're mine! Up!
Pierce through! Sonic thrust! You picked the wrong fight!
Here, let me help!
Sonic thrust! Pierce through! You're finished!
Now you see what I can do!
Elucidity! I'm not getting
Do it!
Kisara!
All yours, Kisara!
We did it!
Magnificently done.
You're finished! Rising Falcon! Sonic thrust!
Glacial spear!
Too fast!
Stand back.
Just like that, I'm back in it.
Start by holding the front line.
No sooner said than done.
Wields art
No
too.
escape!
We'll soon see about that!
Demon Fang!
Your blade moves like silk. I just let my instincts take over. How fast? All yours, Kisara!
My turn! Strike!
I'll face you!
Sonic
Seismic rupture!
Looks like we won.
Hey, new equipment!
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands. Out of our way!
You're mine! I'm not done! Pierce
Annihilate!
through! Sonic thrust!
Burning! Counterplay!
You picked the wrong fight! Sonic thrust!
Don't worry, I've got plenty to go with. Make it right!
Long! Get toasty!
Burn strike! My turn!
Shield and make!
Can you take it?
I'm ready!
Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes. A merry destruction.
Take
There's
this!
still more to go!
No escape!
I'm gone!
Rising Falcon!
Flame of fury!
Win!
Burning
Can you
strike!
take it?
Sonic thrust! Rotating pile driver!
On guard!
Pierce through! I'm ready!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Don't get careless.
What's this thing?
Get lost!
You're mine!
I never miss!
Sonic thrust!
Take this!
Sonic thrust! Take this! Pierce through!
Mega
Sonic
Ray! If it's
thrust!
in the sky, it's mine!
Resonate with the
This
earth!
one's mine!
Here I come! Sonic thrust!
Take this!
Pierce through! I'm ready! In an instant! Impact claw! We work well together.
Finally time's lost.
Rotating pile driver! Right up! Begin!
Aw, too shy to come elimination! Here, Mega Ray!
Can you take it?
Seismic Sonic thrust!
Elusive deity!
Take this! Rotating pile driver! Sonic thrust!
Do it!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara! Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
I sure have built up a sweat for this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here. Quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord.
No choice! We're not done!
Look sharp!
Can you take it? A debut performance! You're finished!
Water, hear my call! Not on my watch!
Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Not today! I'll take you all on!
Far enough!
Take this!
Shield and reach! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
You're mine! It's over! Pierce through! Sonic thrust! You're mine!
By the power of
Pierce
water!
through! Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Sonic
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that. Get lost!
Take this!
I never miss!
Crush!
On guard! Sighted!
Pierce through!
Confused!
Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Sonic thrust!
Do it! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! A merry distraction.
Here I come!
There's still more to go!
Take this!
It's over!
Tiger Blade!
Pierce through!
Dance on the
Sonic
wind!
thrust!
This one's mine!
Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Come and face it! I'm
Then
ready!
this ends now!
Consider yourself finished! My turn! Strike!
Our next are coming through!
I'm ready!
Lost! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
I need to be stronger.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Sonic thrust!
This one's mine!
Pierce through!
This one's mine! Powered up!
Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Not today!
Glacial spear!
Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Pierce through! I'm ready! Sonic!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Think we overdid it?
Not by a long shot.
I'll smash you!
Burning strike! Laser spear! Pierce
I'm ready! Hey! Blow them away! I can feel my power growing!
That's far enough!
Come one, come all! Negative gate! Take it! With the earth! Crush! Stalagmite! Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Tiger Sonic thrust!
Healing circle!
Why'd you heal me?
Got me dying?
One more! I'll take this! Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Pierce through! I'll face you! Demon track on the wind! All mine! Demon track! Tiger blade! You're mine! Elusive deity! I'm not done! Ready to win! Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Negative gate! Sonic thrust! Resonate with the earth! Through! Now! Here I come! Stalagmite! Crush! Stardust! One more! Tiger blade!
Here goes!
I'm not done!
That's it!
You're finished! You're mine! It's over! Here I come!
Laser spear! Pierce evil!
Make it rain!
Lock! Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Seems about right to me.
The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen. Forgive you!
You're mine! Crush!
I never miss! Look sharp!
It's over!
One more!
Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Sonic thrust!
Like moth to the flames! Make it rain!
All yours, Kisara!
We did it!
Magnificently done.
I'm not done!
No further.
Going in!
Demon Prey!
Do it!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
Take
Not a chance!
This one's
No
mine!
escape! Not so fast!
Do it!
Shield!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
I got it!
Got what?
I can chop up vegetable scraps and use them in the seasonings.
Should've known that's what it was gonna be about.
That's far enough!
You're mine! Resonate with the earth! I'm not done! Stalagmite! Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Pierce through! It's over! Stalagmite! Here I come! Pierce through! I'm ready!
Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
You were practically a blur.
big tower over there.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
I'm in... impressed how well balanced this thing is. I should give that art a shot sometime tomorrow.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomach ache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. See you guys tomorrow. I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Not this way, I guess.
In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Finally time falls.
Arc field!
Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Take
Annihilation!
this! It's over! Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Pierce through!
The enemy wields arc too.
Let's see about that!
Stalagmite!
Didn't even break a sweat.
I'll do my best!
Here I come with the arm! I'm not done! No further! Sonic thrust! Pierce this one's all mine! Burn! Begin! Dance on the way! Sonic thrust! Pierce through!
Go for it! Prepare to crumble! Think we overdid it?
Not by a long shot.
Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Sonic
If
thrust!
it's in the sky, it's mine!
Make it rain!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action! My turn! Strike!
Make it rain! Don't get careless. Get behind me!
Where are you going?
I'm gone! Finish!
Let's show!
I'm not done!
Glacial Spear! Here's the evil!
Pierce through! You got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Not today! All yours! Here I come!
This one leave the enemy's arc to me!
No place here!
This one's mine!
Soda!
Make it rain!
Reload! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
My turn!
This one's mine! Denied!
Rising Falcon! This one's all mine! Pierce I'm ready! All yours, Kisara!
We did it!
Now!
Magnificently done.
Let the marksman handle this!
I'm gone!
Sonic
Do
thrust!
it!
Pierce through! Blow them away!
So I still had room to grow.
That's far enough!
Take this!
I never fit!
Sonic thrust!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Sonic thrust!
Where are you going?
Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Sonic thrust!
Don't make it rain!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
I shall ensure you survive this.
You're mine!
I've been doing really great lately. Like moths to the flame.
Take this!
Glacial Spear! Here's the evil!
Look shot! Burn!
Lazarus Dream!
Here I go! over!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Denied! I'm not done! No further!
Going in.
Try harder, my turn! Not a chance!
Going in.
Zona! It's on! Burn in
Hear
hell!
my call.
I'm ready!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
No complaints from me.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag-Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Been looking for you.
For me? Why?
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
Where are you going?
Demon Fang!
Take this.
Will this help?
I'll smash you!
No escape! Demon,
Just
who
like
the
that,
hell
I'm
are you?
back in it. Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than done.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Demon Fang!
Healing circle!
This one's all mine!
You're helping me.
It's for the good of all of us.
Here I go!
Hear my call!
Resurrect with the earth! Sonic thrust! Demon Fang! Onward fall! Entertain me. Here I come!
I'll heal you all!
Here, let me help!
Take one far enough!
Anything in order,
Take
mine!
How about this?
Sonic armor won't save you! Demon Fang! Negative gate! Resonate with the earth!
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time.
Shion, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Shion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine, really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
a light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest.
Hey.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain. But you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danons, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renin district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danon legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renins have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danons rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danons and Renins, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
Look, Hoodle! One of your buddies! Woo!
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Bayfon, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Danon leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
So you're Alphen, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
Why, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danons in this realm, is it not? If so,
Shut your
then...
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danons, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you know that. Maybe it's 'cause you and that little lady are friends and more.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danon's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Wing!
Yeah! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Hey, wait up! Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renin pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
Huh, at least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renins.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Beifan? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renins as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renins. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
I get the feeling Deadeye signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a rooster rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan Lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell.
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
What's wrong? All right.
What the?
Hey,
Yeah!
good.
All right!
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Maybe there's someone around here who needs our help. Mm-hmm. Well...
I see. Oh.
Just great.
Excuse me!
Good.
That's some cryptic text, all right.
It could mean anything. Can't we just look around the area for clues or something?
Hey, maybe these are supposed to be different locations?
Oh, now you're into this too, huh?
I wonder if something happened.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
We've reached our destination.
Better rest easy and prepare for tomorrow.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
Hey, Rinwell. what was that whole legend you were talking about earlier, back when we were by the gate?
Huh? Oh, you mean about the Darkwings? It's an old story about a Danon hero that's been passed down for generations.
Like I said, I sure haven't heard it before.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, long ago, there was an evil king who tried to bring all of Dana to ruin. However, a pure black owl heard the pleas of the people and decided to help. It chose a young hero and bestowed upon them a holy flame that was capable of vanquishing the king. The story goes that the young hero challenged the king and defeated them with the flame. Seeing Dana had been saved, the people flew the crest of the Darkwings as thanks to the owl for its help. From what I understand, it used to be a really well-known story before the Renans came.
I guess our people must have forgotten it over time. It's lucky for us you still know it. You sure are well-versed in these sorts of things, Rinwell.
You know, the part where the hero defeats the king with a flame reminds me a little of Alphen.
Come on, it's just a story. Besides, if we're talking about an owl helping anyone, Huro would definitely choose Rinwell.
Sure, I might have helped take out our own kind of evil king with the others, but I'm definitely no hero. That and Hoodle's wings aren't even black. Huh.
Make sure to get some good rest. I think we've rested long enough. Let's keep moving.
I do believe that right there is what we've been searching for, yes? Is this the so-called legendary instrument?
Actually, I think it's one of the freight train parts that I was using for a sword.
I'm sure anything will be fine. We should take it. That was quite the little adventure we went on.
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen,
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little, if you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little compassion can make all the difference. I propose we speak to them.
Oh yeah? How's this? Great!
Yes. Hey.
Hmm? Good.
Really? What? Yes!
All right. Right.
Really?
What?
Huh?
All right.
Yes!
Over there.
Huh? Yes!
All right.
Yes!
Huh.
All right.
By the by, Shion, if you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share what sort of clothes are currently in fashion on Rena sometime?
Sure, as long as you call me Captain.
Sir, yes, sir, Captain Shion.
I was just joking. Kinda has a nice ring to it, though.
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?
I'm not so sure. How's this?
I see.
Great! Huh? Hmm?
Agreed.
Totally.
I can't believe you managed to shoo off that irritating bard.
Had we brought him along, it would have livened up our journey considerably.
You know, maybe you're right. We could have hit it off.
Yeah, and the two of you could be irritating together.